We talked a little bit last week on a Friday night about, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the other team when they're better than you. And is that kind of the way you saw this one again tonight?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. Their starter was dominant on the mound. We weren't great offensively. We had a chance there. We had that one inning. Eddie smokes a ball and hits it right. Their guy makes a nice play, and you only get a few chances to score off of. Their first two guys, they've been lights out. Their pitching staff is really good. So anytime a starter goes 7 innings, you're probably in a close game or you're behind, and we were obviously behind tonight.
Is it a case where, you'd like to see guys, battling counts a little bit more? Does the approach need to be different to try to get into their bullpen a little bit more? Or is it just a case some nights where they just have it going?
Yeah, he was just better than us tonight. Stayed ahead. I don't know, did he walk, a couple walks, but was just ahead, had us on our heels, and was just very efficient, stayed out of the stretch. We didn't have a ton of runners on. And like I said, the one chance we had, that big inning, with the bases loaded, and we just didn't come up. We didn't come up with runs. And then, on the other side, they scored, I think, in the first 5 innings. So 1 here, 1 there, 2 here, just sloppy. Like strike 3 is going to the backstop, 2-out walk, and the next guy hits a double. It just wasn't clean, fundamental winning baseball. And you got to do it in all areas, and they were better than us in all 3 areas tonight.
They seem to have really good success tonight at the plate with 2 outs. It got to 2 outs, I think 4 innings in a row when they would kind of start to piece things together. What some nights, again, like those things kind of do happen, but what do you say to guys to, in that sort of situation?
Yeah, there's, baseball, there's that fine line. You address things to teach it, but if you just keep harping on it, then I don't know. I would think if I'm a pitcher, I got 2 outs and nobody on, man, I'm hunting it. I'm about to get a 3 up, 3 down. And to go 4-pitch walk or to just put a guy on base with non-competitive at bat, like it's a head scratcher, and, things in baseball that you see and you just address and just hopefully time and experience and guys can get better in certain areas.
Does have to be nice to run Patrick back out there tonight after a couple weeks and just, even though it's just, a couple innings and 47 pitches, but it has to be nice to get him back out there and let him, refamiliarize himself with being back out there on the mound.
Yeah, definitely. Just to be part of the pitching staff and give us some quality outs. And, I think the 2 hits he gave up was a 3-2. Guy got to see 6 or 7 fastballs and then maybe a 3-1 count. Guy just, jumped on ambushed a fastball. And so obviously for him, just getting him out there, getting him in the zone and getting him comfortable and competing, it was good. I hope he feels good, tomorrow and we can get a little more out of him in the future.
What's the key to turning it around tomorrow and kind of making the trip home a good one?
Well, we've shown the ability to get up off the mat. So I don't like getting knocked down on the mat, but we continue to get knocked down on the mat. It seems like, once a week or once a weekend, and which is going to happen in the ACC. So let's not just assume it's going to happen. Let's make it happen. Let's prepare. Let's have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. Let's show up and compete. Starts on the mound. Got to play defense, and then let's compete in the batter's box and run the bases.
Awesome. Great.